Well, he's looking for something to eat. Because our erectus, our seahorse, is about 6 inches long. He has some mate in here. I don't see her right now. She's probably looking deeper. We need to get food for him. He's looking for shrimp. And I'm sure there's nothing left in here, so we need to make an emergency run and get out to a local shrimp spot down near Englewood on Beach Road and see if we can get some little shrimp for this guy. What do you say? Shall we go do that? That'll be fun. It'll be a nice trip. All right, we're on the way. All right, yeah, it's Isa's boat.
Hello, everyone.
Honest to God. All right, we are off to collect shrimp of all things. We need shrimp badly. So we're going to stop and get some lunch on the way. A number 3. Hold on a minute. Give me a number 3.
The meal?
A meal and a number 3. Just a sandwich with a Coke. Make it 2 meals. 2 meals.
Sorry?
2 number
2
3s.
meals?
I want a
Okay,
Coke and a diet pepper. Dr. Pepper.
1 Coke, 1 Diet Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the road here. And they're on both sides. On the other side is the bay, so you get bay side as well as Gulf side. What you're looking at right now is Gulf side, and a lot of them are way back behind a barrier of trees. So in many cases you can't see much. Here's one coming up that should be visible. Not huge, but substantial, and it is for sale. There you go. For a mere $7.5 million, you may be the proud owner. Open sky. Ta-da! And the beach.
Doesn't get much more Florida than that, does it?
And the beach.
This beach, every time we have a hurricane, gets closed for like a month or 2, so they can rebuild it. And
Yeah, it has a tendency to wash out.
yeah, when I moved here about 3 years ago, I remember this beach being a lot longer, like further out, even at high tide. And they just keep kind of rebuilding it, making it a little smaller each time. Yeah, it is a wonderful spot for everything, though.
All right, here's the park. Oh, the place is packed out.
Holy cow! Luckily, we're going to the back.
Here. Yeah, we're not in here. Some people down here with canoes on the lake. All right. They got by us, I guess they can.
Alrighty.
All right, boys and girls.
Look at that.
Pinfish and little tiny shrimp. And these little tiny shrimp are perfect for our seahorses. There also are some little tiny crabs and some little hermit crabs. Every shell has a hermit crab in it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of an awkward collecting because all we have here in the dead of winter is clumps of algae. So basically what we do is we pick up a whole big clump of algae like this and then proceed to shake it and throw it out. looking all the while for certain kinds that are worth keeping, like that. But most of it's not. And then when we get down to the bottom of it, what we have left is for the most part, little tiny shrimp. A few pinfish, some hermit crabs, and a little shrimp. And that's really what we came for. So let's get out a little further. Maybe we'll find something a little different. What I'm looking for is rooted plants. If we can get into a bed of rooted plants, we have a better chance of doing some other kinds of critters. But we may not run into it. It's winter and all of the, like turtle grass dies back in the winter. It doesn't start coming up again. And then in the spring we get a slime algae that just makes muck out of everything. So that makes it really difficult. I don't know if you can see this. This is a jellyfish. I think what we'll try to do is save him. Let me put him in the jar. These are pretty cool. They really neat if you can keep them going. I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing the camera, so we'll see when we get back.
You can look at them, when we get back. We'll try to get a few of those.
If you find her in the sun with sunglasses on, I'm looking at a black screen right now.
Right you are. Now this algae is changing a bit, so we might kind of luck out. What is that? That must be a shell. Oh, I missed it, whatever it was.
Oh, it looks like you got a patch of chlorper or a rock up here or something.
Yeah, we're getting into a different kind of muck here. Here's a pretty one. This is a red algae. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, it is too. So we'll take that back. Now, I'll just push through this a bit and see what's here. Probably nothing. We'll give it a go.
Big old whelk.
Yeah, a big one. Let me pick him up.
Ooh, he is real alive.
A big live whelk in the coal.
If we find some eggs today, I'll show them to you. They have one of the coolest egg
Yeah, they are neat
sets.
eggs. Yeah. I'm not going to save him because he's too big to put in a tank, and I don't eat him, so I'm not going to kill him. We'll just let him go. Something gelatinous. Oh, this is cool. This is a little sea hare. Where'd it go?
Oh, nice.
We'll
A
put
little
him
sea
in.
hare.
Yeah, put him in the jar. You see it?
You know, I guarantee you on the camera it's going to look like a green blob, but I'm telling you guys, it's a green blob.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They got little wings on their ears and they fly around.
Here he opens up. See him? He's opening up.
I hope I got that on film.
Yeah,
Those guys
pretty
are
neat.
Neat.
Oh, this is all kind of same old, same old. I'm hoping it'll change, but it probably won't. We'll get out a little further and see. This is all just not very interesting. Kind of muck.
I'll make sure to splice in some GoPro footage right here of what it looks like underwater.
Well, now we're hitting a little different plant. That's what I was hoping for.
There we go. Actually, some seagrass.
This looks like eelgrass that the winter has gotten hold of. There's something round in here. Looks like I don't know what that is. Piece of rubber. Let's see if this can turn into anything more the same. Shrimps is, there's a pipefish. Pipefish is a good sign. Get out here a little further, we might, this is looking a little better. What we're seeing is eelgrass that has algae growing on it. It's kind of end of season stuff. It's sort of died back, but this is where higher order animals are going to be in this stuff, if they're here at all.
There's
We'll
bullet
just
here.
punch through this a bit. In the summer, this will all be a foot tall and will look like a real garden. Shrimp. And now we're out of it that quick.
Let's head this way. It looks like it extends.
Over there, yeah, maybe that way. I think we're going to be done.
Looks like about that time, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're not going to get much very exciting, and I think further out we go, it's not going to get better.
Agreed. With it being as cold as it is, I think they'll be in the shallowest water possible.
Nothing really exciting.
There's a fish inside that. Oh, no, never mind.
Bunch of shrimp, little jelly. We'll just save what we can. This is all going to go in the tray when we get back. Let's see. I love what I want to push through here.
There's lots of little fish.
Yeah, they're pinfish, mostly. Some mollies. I think I've caught 1 or 2 mollies. Mostly pinfish.
We're at the right time for spawning, aren't we?
Yeah, I guess.
Shrimp.
What is that? Yeah, it's a little shrimp. Different kinds of shrimp. Nothing at all interesting.
One of the more common ground-dwelling species in Florida, known as the 7-Up.
Let's see if anybody's living in them.
Oh, my brand recognition was off. It's actually Sprite. I feel like you just popped the tab on that can.
Something's jingling around in there. I don't want to cut myself on it particularly.
Yeah, don't do that.
Here's the tab. Might be a crab.
It looks like a crab. It's a crab. Here, you see it.
There he is.
When in doubt,
Little stone crab.
shake it out.
Baby stone crab.
Well, you want to put
Somebody
them back in
we
his
don't
home?
want to, yeah, we'll put him back in and leave him here. We don't want to keep him because he'll eat everything in my fish tank. So we'll leave him in his home. Okay, I don't want to put him in with the seahorses because he'll probably eat them. We'll put him in here where you can't really hurt anything. And we'll see what happens to all this algae. The problem here is the fish. And what we don't want to do is get fish in here. So let's do this. Let's separate out the little pinfish. There's a molly. We'll leave the molly. There's three of the pinfish, what I want to get rid of. Because they just become destructive of everything.
Can we put them in with the lizardfish?
Yeah, you might eat them. Little goby. Gobies are alright. Yeah, that's a goby. Let it break down. Goby. So, gobies and shrimp in here. And enough shrimp to keep the seahorses happy for a while. Look, he's watching, he's looking, he's finding.
Same place we left you.
Just dump this in there. Too much left in it. Some gobies, pinfish. That lizard ought to eat the pinfish. Let's see if he does.
You didn't eat the worm?
He didn't eat the worm.
You didn't eat the worm.
Worm's dead. Worm's kind of beat up. Alright, I'm gonna go try.
Alrighty.